All right, everybody, welcome to Pencil for Life. My name is Brad. I am the one and only. I am joined by Chester Busby
Hey,
currently. Say hello, Chester.
hello everybody. Nice to see you this evening or early morning for me.
Yeah, early morning. That's true.
hmm
Oh, hey, Gary Shipman just popped in too. Great.
Yes, he did. Hello, Gary.
Hello, guys. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. We're just
Awesome, dude.
introducing yourselves. Why don't you give yourself a little introduction there, Gary?
Okay, yeah. My name is Gary Shipman. I am a comic book artist, or just an artist in general. I created a comic book series back in the '90s called Packins Land, and it won, or didn't know, it didn't win. It was nominated for several outstanding awards in the comic book industry: the Eisner, Russ Manning, Harvey. Um, and I'm trying to relaunch it, or I'm about to relaunch it come 2019. We're going to be heavily into putting together a 400 plus page omnibus that's going to collect all the stories that I've done over the years for that series, Packins Land. And so that's what I'm going to be doing on my YouTube channel.
Nice.
Sweet.
How can they get a hold of you if people are interested?
I'm on Twitter and Facebook. Should I give you my handle?
Twitter, I actually put you already in the description down below for the video.
My,
So they can just click
my
on there.
Facebook is Gary L. Shipman.
Ooh,
You have to do the L, otherwise you'll get my dad.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yeah, let me see if I was to just type Gary Shipman. Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
just
you're.
typed Gary today. It said Gary L when it popped up. So
I'm sure your dad has gotten many friendly messages.
I hope so. Anyway.
Oh, sure, Gary Shipman. Yeah, I love your art, man. Something like that. Well,
Yeah.
So Gary, I got a question for you.
Sure.
I know you drew Chester's little image there.
hmm
That's a rumor. That's hearsay.
Rumor. Okay.
I'm just
Is
kidding.
that a rumor because
Slander.
it's actually a cougar and not a bear?
Oh, it looks like it could be a cougar. No, it's a bear.
Oh my gosh, dang it. All right.
See, I told you.
It just shows that my skills are subpar.
Oh, we're just debating because usually to me a little bit bear's a little bit thicker, but
There was no debate. I told you what it was, and you
I
disagreed.
know.
That's not debate.
Well, I'm not the only one who feels that way, but yeah, it's all good.
Wow. So
Fine.
there's a conspiracy, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
All right, I'm gonna have to thicken him up.
Yeah, there
All right,
you
fine.
go.
The thickening is happening. Well, hold on a second.
The thickening.
I don't need to be any thicker. My wife's looking right at me. She would disagree with that comment.
Wow. Well, she disagrees.
Baby. I'm talking to Gary and Brad, and he said he's going to make me fatter.
Yeah.
She says hello, Gary.
Oh, tell her I said hello.
He said hello back.
So, Gary, I was going to talk about something real quick this morning before you jumped on. I didn't realize.
Oh, and I changed it all.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Your opinion's good too. So, do you read manga at all?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
I do know that there is a thing called manga.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
I mean, is it is that how they say manga, or is it manga?
No, manga. You're correct.
Manga, yeah.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Because back in the 90s, I did watch like the anime stuff. Like I watched Nausicaa, and I watched a Megazone 2-3.
Okay.
What's the other one? Lensman.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that's good.
And then
That's
I think
okay. We're much older.
Akira or something like that.
Yeah,
Akira. Yeah.
I just watched that.
So does that's not what you're talking about, right?
No, it is.
No.
But that's the animation version of it.
Okay. See,
It's called anime. Yeah.
So what's your question then? I guess I do. I don't
Yeah.
read, but
So Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump. My apologies. Is starting a new thing to fight piracy. And they are doing what do you call it? Every week, they release a new Shonen Jump with the new chapters for all the books. So if you download the app starting tomorrow, right, you can read all of those, all the new stuff for free. All the new ones that come out for free every week. And if you pay $2, you get access to the back stock, which is like tens of thousands of chapters and books.
Oh, ridiculous. Yeah, it's a huge number. Yeah.
Huge, yeah. What do you think the implications might be with, the other companies like, Marvel and DC and stuff like that? Because Shonen has a huge following worldwide, I mean, do you see it as a good thing that they're doing it? Do you think it's a bad thing? Or, I mean, I think it's going to be a game changer because I work in a local store. I mean, it means I'm going to be selling less manga.
I think it's going to affect comic stores. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, I could tell you how it's being presented here in Japan. It's not being presented as a way to deal with piracy at all. Although that's what it is, we can see that, but it has to do with Western piracy, not Japanese piracy.
Yeah.
But here in Japan, it's simply people are looking at it more as the back catalog is available to everyone, and there's quite a bit of excitement about it. Actually, they're not looking at it from the piracy point of view at all.
Yeah, because they don't really need to pirate it over there. I mean, there's those stores you can go in where they're just sitting there. You can go in and read, and play games and stuff like that.
True, but they're also looking at another aspect of it here is to reduce paper waste, and for them, it's more of moving it digital.
Okay, gotcha. Will they still be making it in paper though, just in case you want it?
Oh, I'd imagine it. That would be the breaking of decades-old tradition if they didn't. Yeah. But I think they're looking at reducing it, though.
How do you guys feel about digital versus, paper?
I hate it.
I think, unfortunately, digital is going to be king here in a while.
But what's your preference?
I like paper.
Oh, absolutely.
I grew up with it,
Yeah, I like
but ease of accessibility with the newer generations, it's going to have to be digital, I think, for a while.
Well, haven't you guys noticed when you walk around everywhere my wife and I go, we go out to dinner or something like that, everybody's on their phones.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not. Is. We're just sitting there chatting to each other, but you have everybody is just buried in their phones. It's it's like a plague.
It is, yeah. I mean, until the apocalypse happens, and then won't be any
phones. Or it
but...
is the apocalypse.
Or it is, yeah. It could be, actually. Yeah. I mean...
It's creepy sometimes. I was on the Tokyo train, it's just packed with people, right? And they had a stop for the train, and it's dead quiet because the captain or the driver just spoke. And I looked up and down my car, and it was dead quiet, and everyone was just staring into their monitors. Well, pretty much everyone. And it was creepy. It was almost like a zombie movie or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but I think though everybody's going to be going digital.
My wife says we are not zombies. I do apologize.
Yeah, I don't know. I see that's the way it's going, but I think Marvel and DC would have to change their methods. I mean, if Shonen is doing it for free, there's going to be ads and stuff for sure. Mm-hmm. But I think it's smart on them. It's going to get more readers,
Yeah, but I don't think Shonen cares about the Western market.
They do and they don't. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see how time will tell. But I don't know. I mean, manga's definitely a seller at my shop, So I gotta be thinking about it a little bit, So.
Sure, no, manga, especially with the big 3-4 companies doing so much nonsense is we've seen a big shift to manga.
Yeah. I mean, I sell so many copies of My Hero Academia. Translated. It's going to be definitely affecting those sales. That's for sure. So
you ever check that out, Gary?
What is that?
My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
No.
It's probably one of the best superhero mangas out there right now.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
That and Wampama.
It's very good. Very very well done. And the stories are, very relatable. The characters are. So yeah.
And the creator is about your age, Brad, and he and he's very much into Marvel and particularly Marvel, but Western comics. He loves them, and that's why it's such a superhero book. Because usually Japanese don't do those things very well.
They don't. Yeah. That's why I thought it was quite a surprise. But I think they typically didn't read them, but I don't think they were done particularly well when they had them too, or when the few that came out. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Well, thanks for your thoughts, guys, on that. So it's kind of I was just kind of curious about it.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on.
All right. Bye, Gary.
Just kidding.
I was like, wow, okay.
I love this pick you're working on, though.
What was that?
I love the pick Gary's working on.
Oh, what's he working on?
Something awesome.
Oh, yeah, I gave you control, by the way.
Yeah, you did? Okay. I shall show everyone then.
Great. Thanks. Showing me up, Gary?
I hope not.
Oh, no, you totally can. I'm not that great.
It looks pretty good to me. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how. We'll see. The pencils are fine. The layout is, but we'll see how the finishing touches come. So.
And now, don't be modest. You are a very good artist, Brad.
Oh, thanks, buddy. But I paid you to say that, so I'll pay you $20 later.
Thank you.
Are you giving out 20s for compliments? Man, I should have got in on that.
Comic books is such a rich business at the store. I can just afford it.
Can afford it.
So I suppose I should be the one responsible for reading chats, huh?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. I shall take care of it. We have a good dog press here. He says, aloha all. Well, aloha to you, Mr. Gangland. We have Tank Ferret in here, and he's very enthusiastic about something. Shonen Jump, I guess, $1.99 every 2 weeks.
Yes. Well, it's every month.
Is it monthly? Well, that's definitely a lower rate because here in Japan, Shonen comes out weekly.
Yeah, no, but I mean for the back catalog is I believe in the article so it was $1.99 for the month.
But it's funny to me how you have Western artists talking about taking a month to do a book. These Japanese will pop out a comic a week every week.
Yeah, chapter a week. Yeah.
The artist inker, right? Now, of course, they don't do the colors and stuff, but I mean, the artist is themselves. And you get people like, oh, I get one a week, or I get one a month, or I could even do two. It's like, well, catch up.
Is that one artist doing that much?
Yes.
How?
Because they work.
There's a few guys who stream it, and I watch them. Like, it's just insane.
I gotta see this. Do you know who they are?
I'll give you some names. They usually do it on Twitch and stuff like that, but
yeah, they're more Twitch. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of artists are moving to Twitch. Interestingly, hey baby, where are you going? Well, you got to give me a kiss or what?
Yeah, Daddy needs some sugar.
So yes, I'm talking to my friends. Yeah, okay. Love you, baby. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Daddy,
sorry. Absolutely, man. Had to straighten that out.
I need to draw another bear kissing for your icon.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that would certainly go over well, Gary. But I'm just checking out here. Someone in the chat was talking about, I think it was Tank Verd. He's talking about Space Brothers is his favorite. I never heard of it specifically.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
It's a Uchu Kyodai. Okay, that doesn't really mean Space Brothers, but I don't know why they translated into Space Brothers for the Western audience. But I've never seen this one. But then again, there's so many manga.
There's so many. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Rise Elise, he's howdy all hail Raven. These Pope Wars continue forever.
Why they keep coming to my channel with Pope Wars?
Oh, they go everywhere, dude. We cannot escape them.
Yeah.
Joshua, who is my favorite troll, is over here, and he's saying greetings to everyone. He's being very nice.
I guess the other topic I kind of wanted to talk about today, besides artwork later, but professionalism in the industry. What do you think of professionals in the industry right now, Gary? Like how they're acting with customers and things like that. Like some good examples, some bad examples.
I guess it's like it just depends on, I guess, who you listen to or because apparently there's people saying things all the time. Different people are saying different things, and somebody is hurting somebody's feelings.
Always, yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, some of it I feel like is just part of the show. You know what I mean? It's sort of like this may be unrelated, and I don't know if you know the story, but there was a time when Ozzy Osbourne, his wife Sharon had cancer. Is her name Sharon?
Yeah, her name is Sharon.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
She had cancer, and some reporters were talking to him and whatever, and they said, "Well, what did you do? Like when she had cancer, what did you do?" He said, "What do you mean? What did I do? I prayed. I prayed to God." And they're like, "What? You prayed to God?
Yeah.
You're like the Prince of Darkness and all that." You know, he's like, "That's just a show." You know what I mean? That's just my shtick.
He's still a human, yeah.
I'm still a human being, you know, and stuff. So I mean, I gained a lot of respect for Ozzy Osbourne when he said that, because it's like he finally was getting real, or maybe he was just saying whatever he was saying. The point is that I think that that's sort of what's going on with social media when it comes to comic book professionals and stuff. I don't know that they necessarily, I could be wrong, but I don't know that they necessarily are really into all of this constant back and forth with stuff. I think it's part of the show.
Okay.
You know, at least right now, it's like it's selling comics.
Kinda.
Well, I don't know. All I see is people are selling comics doing it. You know, I mean, and I don't think that I'm someone who kind of does that, but maybe every once in a while I do say something and it is controversial, but I don't think it is. Maybe, you know, I'm just clueless. But I just don't know because I listen, or I don't listen, but I see other artists who aren't saying anything. You know, they're just doing artwork, and that's what I'm about. I'm not really. I don't really care about the, you know, this person did that and this person thinks this about that, or liberals this or conservatives that. I just don't care about it that much. And it isn't interesting to me. Like when people, you know, start saying, well, this person did that. Well, I think that if somebody did something that was wrong, that was wrong. They shouldn't have done that. And maybe an apology is in order. But then after that, it's like problem solved. Let's move on. Let's do some comics. You know what I mean? And there isn't really any difference between people. You know, we're all people. It's just that some people find certain things, you know, repulsive, I guess, or like people's behavior. They find that repulsive, and so they're trying to find a lot of fault with them as a creator. And then there's other people that maybe they're equally as repulsive, but they don't see themselves that way. I don't know. It just seems like we're all human beings and we should all just try to get along with one another. And I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo.
No, dude, I feel the same way. I mean, I deal with all sorts of people at the shop, uh, people who agree with me politically, people who don't, but, I mean, we're all people in the end.
Right.
And I think how we treat each other is kind of key, and,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know if, some professionals are doing it for the show or not, but, I'm just tired of all the fighting. I mean, to me, it's more about, how I don't know how you deal with the public. You can disagree with someone all you want or whatever, but I mean, when you go around calling people effing idiots and stuff like that because they don't agree with you, I mean, it's kind of a lowbrow approach to relation with people.
Yeah.
Oh no, I only call people idiots when they're idiots.
Yeah, but I think you get what I mean, though. I mean, just because they don't agree with your political motives or drive or whatever.
Oh no, don't care anything about that.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. But
Mm.
some people do. It just makes no sense to me. I don't get it. Like
Yeah,
that is
well,
a more important factor than, oh, dude, you draw like a rock star. I mean, what do you think about the character? Stuff like that. They're not
sure.
answering questions. You know, I don't know. It's
Well,
to me to express my sorry. Sometimes when I express myself, words get clogged in my head. I'm not the best person with when it comes to my thoughts. It takes me a while to put them down on paper and stuff, but
mhm.
um,
Well, that's why you have me here.
that's why I do have you here. Yes,
Chester is the Drano of,
you use the Drano.
I am.
of brain clogs.
Okay,
I
okay.
am. I'm very good at that.
Start working.
Oh, well, no problem. Yeah. First of all, I could go on a 10-minute diatribe about Ozzy Osbourne and his wife Sharon. That might be a nice statement he made, and it was true, I'm sure. But
Mhm.
those two are absolutely horrible humans. Not in their
Well,
shtick
I'm
in
not trying to
business.
glorify Ozzy Osbourne. I'm not a fan of him myself, but I just
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
it was amazing that one part of him, he's got a show to put on and he does it. And
Mhm.
another part of him, I guess when the rubber hits the road, the real thing comes out. And not that he's probably a devoted, follower of whoever he was saying he was praying to. But
mhm.
whatever. I don't know. But it just was interesting to me. It made me look at him differently because I thought, oh, he's the Prince of Darkness, so he wouldn't pray to God. But that's all I'm saying. So, anyways,
Yeah, no,
continue.
I got you. I got your point. But I'm not going to do that. But as far as the artists go, there are certainly a few people in the comic book world, no matter what side they say they're on, who are very troublesome, hateful, toxic people. There are a few, but there's also a lot more that aren't. We get plenty. There's plenty of artists doing great work. There's plenty of artists that have great respect for their fans and love for their fans. And like I said, both sides of this current war that's going on. There are plenty of good people, and there's also people that are on, I think, more our side than the other, that are in using the drama as a way to get clicks on their channel. I think that's definitely true. But it's unfortunate that the nail that sticks up is the one that gets the most attention, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's going on. You have plenty of really good artists, really good people working everywhere in the industry that have good intentions, and I have nothing wrong with them at all. But we tend not to pay attention to them because that's not the shiny bright controversy, right?
Yeah.
And that's
It's
the
like
issue, I think.
like news, news on TV. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah,
everybody
look
just
how
goes to
horrible it is. Yeah,
sensationalism,
that's right. There's the
and
word.
yeah,
Yep.
I mean, there's so
Sensationalism.
much
Yeah.
good stuff that happens around you every day that nobody notices.
Hmm.
It's, oh, hey, that was nice, and they move on. You only want to talk about the crap that happens in the world, the stuff like that. Like I don't know. It's just if we just focused a little bit more on the good things around us, I think we would have a better outlook on the world. I mean,
Oh yeah, but that's not going to happen with this Twitter and this social
well,
media and stuff. It's
it's
all
not
about the
gonna happen with
controversy, dude.
everybody at the same time.
Yeah,
Starts with just one person, you know.
true.
Yeah,
But then again, you got to remember the people who are making all the noise are also a small group.
yeah, they are
The
very
rest of
small.
us are busy living a life, raising children, doing our thing, right? So it's just they're having their thing, but it is affecting reality in some negative ways. And
Yeah,
that's the problem, right?
yeah.
But
I
a good
mean,
example is like Chip Zdarsky, right?
uh,
Now, for the past couple of years, Chip Zdarsky he got some great opportunity, and he was trying to do comedy, which he's very bad at. And he took a lot of criticism. There's a lot of people trying to jump to defend him. He didn't make noise. He didn't whine. He didn't lash out. He actually was very amiable, and he's improved. I mean, look how much better Chip Zdarsky is today than he was a year ago.
yeah,
Right. So there is a perfect example of a positive effect instead of a negative. You know.
Hmm.
And you do have a John Dillard in here, by the way.
yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
John's fine.
Oh,
I
John
don't
is
have a
fine.
problem with
I
John.
love John.
Hey, John.
John and I just problems that we have with each other just for the show.
Oh, sure, of course. No, it's all shtick, yeah. No, I love John. John's awesome.
No, John's cool, dude. It's the same with Josh. I only ban him for the show.
It's true. Yeah, entertainment.
Yeah, yeah. If anybody knows me, uh, yeah, I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I don't have any problems with anybody. You may have a problem with me, but I guarantee you I don't have a problem with you. Yeah.
No one does here, man. Everyone over in
No,
this
no, but
community
I
is
mean,
just having fun.
even if you go to my shop and stuff like that, or I've had issues with mags. I don't have a problem with mags. I really don't.
Actually, I have a lot of sympathy for Mags,
I
to be
have more
honest with you.
sympathy for than
Yeah,
anything else. But
very
I
confused human.
yeah,
It's very sad.
yeah, I agree.
But no, especially over in this community, you're kind of on in my chunk of whatever this is we're part of, this indie revival. But you and I are in the same space,
Yeah, yeah,
and all the people that are in our space don't want drama, don't want nonsense. They just want to have a good time and be entertained and have some fun about comic books.
yeah.
That's our side. Now there are other people who are very, very interested in lots of drama all the time, and I shall not name anything, do anything like say names like Ethan or anything like that. I wouldn't do that. But
It's not causing any problems for
no, I'm not going to cause any
for
trouble.
Brad's
But
channel.
no, but hey,
Yeah.
if you like drama, have at it. But we don't do that over here.
Yeah, I don't do that at all. So, I'm more interested in art. What artists think. Comic news is coming out. How we can make effective changes. As an industry or as a group. That's my goal, and for doing a show. I mean, that's my goal for being out here and trying to do that and make it my way as an artist. And sell books. Because
I am still catching flack for that Goddess Mode review, by the way.
So am I, but I'm gonna stand by it. I mean,
yeah, no, so am I.
Yeah,
that was painful though.
I sold out of it at the shop, so yeah.
Oh, responsibility.
Hey, gotta do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, before we even started that show last Wednesday and we reviewed that book, people were already dogging it, and they haven't read the book yet.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean,
no, it is what it is. It's not a book I would spend money on.
No.
For many, many reasons, but it's the art is gorgeous. The story it's a bit run on, and it kind of misses the plot in the long run, but it's not bad written, especially compared to a lot of stuff today. It's not a bad book, man. It's a good solid 6, I'd say 7 even.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unfortunate who made it,
Yeah. Gary, what are you reading right now, book wise?
I'm reading no comics.
No comics?
I'm like a comic book fan anomaly.
Oh wow, really?
Well, I feel like I'm in an industry that I'm not a part of. It's weird.
Is that because you're drawn so much you don't have time?
No, well, no. I mean, if there
Okay.
was something out there that, if somebody, usually I listen to my friends and they say, "Hey, read this," or "This is really good," and if my friends have proven themselves with those words and they actually are, true, and I'm not just reading something that that it's like the hype of the month or whatever, like, oh, this is really cool, read this, and then it's like I read it, I'm like, this isn't that cool, it's not that
Mhm.
good. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I mean, yeah, some of the art's fine or whatever. I just haven't seen anything in a long time that has been that good that would merit me actually getting into it and reading.
Yeah. Okay.
I got well, and maybe you don't know, John, but um, I haven't been. I kind of dropped out of the industry like in the '90s, and that's when I started doing Packens Line.
Okay.
I wanted to do a book that was something that I would like to read, so I came up with my own story, my own characters, and things like that. And I've never really come back to comics like I used to. I used to be heavy into all the stuff that I thought was good, like Frank Miller, Daredevil, uh,
Mm-hmm.
John Byrne, Chris Claremont, X-Men,
Oh, that's really good.
George Perez, Marv Wolfman, Teen Titans or New Teen Titans, um, just stuff like that. That I was into that big
Yeah.
time. And Dark Knight, Frank Miller, Dark Knight. Um, and then since then, I haven't really seen very much. There has been little things here and there that have been outstanding, and I'm like, wow, that's really good. Um, but I also do. I think that I'm into things more from a artistic angle.
Yeah.
So, like, if there's an artist that I like,
You'll
I'll
follow that artist. Yeah.
yeah, I might just get the book. Like, I got a Tim Sale. He did like that Batman omnibus
Oh
with.
yeah.
I like that. I love his artwork. I think he's great.
Yeah.
So
Tim Sale's dope. I liked him a
maybe
lot. I found
maybe
him
the
in the
story's even
90s.
good. I don't even know. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What did you say?
Oh no, I loved Tim Sale too. I found him in the 90s. He's great.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think his newer stuff holds up as well. Um, I
What
think
would what is his newer stuff?
he's done some like covers and stuff like that for some Batman books in the last couple of years and stuff like that. Seem it seems like he's fallen off his edge a little bit.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I mean, Tim Sale was great. Sam Keith, same ways he's gotten older, he's fallen off a little bit from when he was, in the 80s and 90s and stuff. I love Sam Keith's work most of the time. Like he's doing the new Batman Arkham, Batman Max crossover, and so I was getting that, and he's been one of my inspirations as a artist growing up. So he's I don't know, just his skill like his change. Everybody changes over time, but
Yeah.
he's just not the same as he used to be.
That's like John Byrne. Like now, I look at his stuff. Like I'll see it on wherever he posts it, Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
or something, and it's like this is John Byrne. It's like it looks like him, but it doesn't look like him. At least that's my feeling. He doesn't have the same. I don't know if it's because Terry Austin isn't inking him anymore, or if he's just like he's this old legend that he can just do anything he wants. And
Kind of like Neil Adams.
Neil Adams too, yeah. I don't know that Neil Adams is even really drawing those anymore.
No, I mean he did some covers about 6 months back for DC, and honestly, like he was like the artist of the month, and like you can tell he called it in on like half the covers.
Well, I wonder if he's even doing it though. I wonder if he's having like because there's been like his kids or something.
Oh, helping him out.
Well, like they learned his technique, and there's like he has like these people that he's taught his style to, and so it's hard to know who's a ghost and when's it the real thing, you know?
I get you. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I thought I heard something behind me real quick.
No, it's okay. I'm eating bacon.
Because I said ghost.
You're eating bacon.
It's because I said ghost, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have some visitors in the house and stuff walking around while I'm streaming. So.
Really? How long have you been seeing these so-called visitors?
Visitors?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, since I moved in almost.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I'm not convinced they're ghosts because I do talk to them. You know, and
okay, this is a deeper problem.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, they call it insanity.
Though, so
mm-hmm.
At least they tell me they can.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so maybe it is a problem. I don't know. Help me.
I'm currently reading Agents of Atlas, by the way.
Agents of Atlas?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that one.
It's old stuff with the Robot Man and was it Kid Marvel, and yeah, it's just a book from way back that they put together in an omnibus, and I'm happily reading it again from my childhood. You know.
Oh, that's cool.
Remember Agents of Atlas, Gary?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, I love that book, man. And when I was in Tokyo, I picked up a few omnibuses, and the Agents of Atlas were one of them. Let me grab it here, sitting right here next to me. I got it now. Yes, Agents of Atlas. It is a Marvel title, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Never heard of it, actually.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Okay, I got it here.
Are you showing it on screen?
No. I'm just looking at it myself.
Well, that's good for you. That's good for you, Chester.
It is good for me, Gary.
We can't see it.
Gary's such a troublemaker. We have Gorilla Man as one of the characters. You guys remember Gorilla Man?
No.
No, but I like it already.
Yeah. You have we got Venus.
Can you not show it? Is that the deal?
No, he has.
I will bring it up and I'll show it here. I'll find some stuff to show it. I have the Human Robot. You can see how old that is when they were still using human something in the title. They have Marvel Boy. Yep. And
Marvel Boy.
They have a very interesting, because this is an old comic book, but it has actually an Asian detective in it. And his name is Jimmy Woo.
Ooh. That's not very often you see that by Marvel.
No. And this is like from the 50s, I think, originally. You have Namora. This is one of the places where they actually used her initially. You know, Submariner's, was it cousin or sister or something like that?
Okay.
Yeah. Let me find a picture and I'll share it. But I loved it when I was a kid. And finding when I went into the store and I saw this book that had a collection of like everything, I was like, oh, I got to get that. And I didn't spend much too. Yeah, it was only like $35.
That's not bad.
Big old thick thing. Let me find it. I'll show some pics to the peoples.
Yeah. So, who's your favorite character, Gary?
Favorite character is probably Pip.
Is who?
Pip.
Pip?
Yeah, from Pack and Zone.
Okay.
Favorite character? Okay, let's see. I would have to say I liked Ebenezer Scrooge.
From Dickens? Right.
Yeah. But that's not what you're talking about, is it?
No.
No, not really.
Oh, you want me to narrow it down to
do.
Comic industry.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm kind of curious though. Why'd you like Ebenezer Scrooge?
Because of the transformation.
Oh, okay.
I like how he started out horrible,
Yeah.
just despicable, selfish, all that.
Mhm.
And then he changed
Yeah.
and just brings such a message of hope that there's hope for anybody,
Yeah. That's good.
even Ebenezer Scrooge. I don't know. I liked it. I think it's
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah. But probably I would have to say in comic books, it just depends on the mood I'm in, but probably Batman is
Okay.
probably my favorite. But I like a lot of other characters too, equally. It's just that there's moments, it's like I'm thinking of certain things about Batman that make me say Batman. But I could say Spider-Man, I could say,
Mhm.
Whatever. It just depends on what it is that I'm thinking about. Like a costume design, then you have to look at it another way. Oh, is this it, Chester? You have it up?
Yeah, no, what they did is they took a whole bunch of characters from the past. I think some of these are like from Timely or even before, right?
Wow.
And here in the 21st century, they put them together on this team. I guess they were trying to figure out how to use some of their old characters they hadn't touched in a long time.
Mhm.
And that's when they put this particular Agents of Atlas together. But they're all of these, Gorilla Man and Robot Man. These are all things from my childhood for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is cool. I really liked the book. It was well done.
Does it show? I mean, obviously, this is a modern rendition.
Yeah, yeah. 2006, I think. Yeah.
So, are you reading a modern rendition, or is it the old version, like reprinted?
Well, it has the whole modern rendition is in the book, and they have some of the older stuff where you see them individually, because they weren't together really individually before. This is something that I think that Marvel was just trying to find a way to use some old characters, and they created this Agents of Atlas thing. But I mean, Robot Man, and of course Marvel Boy. I mean, it's certainly this is the old Marvel Boy. Back when the Space Age Boy, right? Was that 60s, right? And stuff like that. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed reading it when it first came out, and I enjoyed these characters when I was younger individually. So
That's cool.
yeah, especially Gorilla Man. I always like Gorilla Man.
Yeah, I like that artwork though. The cover is pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Although reading through it, I seem to remember that my memory was he had a different name than Gorilla Man, but I guess I was wrong.
They probably could have changed it for the book if they had to, like say there's a copyright issue or.
No, I don't know, maybe because these are old characters, right?
Yeah.
These are like 50s, 60s type of thing. But anyway, that's that. But I'm enjoying reading through that omnibus right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
What?
And I know that the character you draw the best, Gary, is Spider-Man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you should be working on Spider-Man right now.
Hey, Ryan Otley's not doing a bad job.
No, I'm not saying anyone is. There's multiple Spider-Man books. I'm just saying if you ever seen Gary Shipman draw Spider-Man, you'd agree he should be drawing Spider-Man right now.
Oh, I thought you meant in the stream.
No, I meant with Marvel.
Oh, well, they never asked me.
No, well, that's their mistake.
If they would ask nice. Just kidding.
Well, not only do you have a really good rendition of Spider-Man, you're also well skilled and practiced in sequential art. So I mean,
That's cool.
Yeah, who
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever the spider can.
What is that? The Detroit Motor City version of a Spider-Man song? Okay.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
I don't know. I was looking for a pin, and it just kind of came to mind. Where'd my pin go? Like, all right. Yeah. So, letting this dry here pretty quick after I fill this in, and then erase and start with Copics.
Now, Gary, are you aware of this character he's drawing. This is a newer character from DC Metal.
Is this like the Batman that laughs or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the image. I don't know what the origin of the character is or anything. Is it actually Batman or is it like Joker?
It is Bruce Wayne.
It's Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah, so Bruce Wayne, Joker dies and is like right next to him. And inside the heart of the Joker is like this really corrupt version of his laughter serum. And he gets infected with it. And so he becomes the Batman who laughs after that. So
yeah, he gets poisoned, which is their excuse to turn Batman into a homicidal maniac.
Well, this was from the dark, their dark universe. So
yeah,
they need a way to do it. Yeah. But he's not my favorite character.
No. This is a commission anyway.
Yeah. So customer at my shop just came up to me like, "Here, do me a cover." I went, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. To be fair, the Metal series, it ended horribly, but the run of it was some really good art, some fair storytelling. It wasn't a bad run.
No.
It just it ended. I don't know. They don't know how to end things. It's kind of like J.J. Abrams or something. J.J. doesn't know how to end anything.
They end it with a lens flare.
Yeah.
Well, JJ's version of Indian is walking away, let someone else take it over, and then ruin it even further.
Right.
JJ
like
left
he's
me a
keeping
treatment?
himself.
Oh, I don't need to listen to that. I'm going to do my own thing. Yeah.
Right. It's like he's got job security because he knows anybody after him is going to wreck it. And he has to come back and try to fix it.
I know he's going to screw it up, so he'll be back. It's fine. I'll be back.
I'll be back. I can fix anything for a minute.
Yeah. I never understood the whole thing with JJ. I mean, for the industry, they're desperate to make him the new Spielberg. And of course, he's a protege of Spielberg, but he's not at all Spielberg. He's passable. He could do a Midland movie, a Midland story. He could certainly do that. But he's not Spielberg. But the industry is so desperate to make us think he is.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I was hoping that he would be, but
yeah, so was I. That's true. So was I. You never know. He might come out with a gem here or there. I mean, eventually he's going to hit it, right?
Yeah, everybody hits something eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the thing about it is he's not bad. I mean, he's pretty good. It's just that some of the choices that he makes, like in storytelling, or not even the storytelling, but the overall story, the plot choices or whatever that he makes. It's like he's got the right idea. I'm thinking mostly of Star Trek right now.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a good idea, but it's not fully thought through or something. It's like, I guess the first Star Trek, the one that he did, it was a nice way of bringing those characters back, and like a rebirth or whatever, a reboot.
Yeah.
But then the second one with Khan.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible.
It's like that. He completely missed the point of why the original Wrath of Khan was so amazing.
Yeah, Ricardo Montalban. That's what was so amazing.
Well, that's true too, but there's history, It's like he was in the series.
Oh yeah.
They went back and got the same actor. It was just like, and then all these the other characters like Spock, and with Nimoy and Shatner, how they portrayed them and the history that they all have together it adds this layer to the story that it's almost like you're watching like some family reunion type thing take place, but then it's an adventure, and that's why I really love the old Star Treks, man. They're just amazing to me because I feel at least that I got what they were doing. And then now when I heard J.J. Abrams was doing the new stuff, I was excited, but then I saw what he did and it's like, yeah, but and then he just pushed it over the edge in the wrong way with the Wrath of Khan thing. It was like, dude, you did it wrong. That you blew it.
Yeah, it's overcooked is the word I'd use.
Yeah.
I still remember the original Wrath of Khan, and
Sure.
the best scene, one of my favorite scenes is when Chekhov is in that cargo ship, the Botany Bay, the Botany Bay, the Botany Bay. Just hits him. He's like, "Oh, we need to go. We gotta go."
Yeah, the thing that's funny about that though is that he wasn't in that episode on the TV series.
Initially,
he wasn't.
He never. Yeah, did they go and put him in or what?
No. I don't think he was. But he would have been on the ship somewhere. He just wasn't in that episode, right?
Right. Yeah. So he never. It's like they never showed him meeting Khan, but yet he knew about it. But then people have argued, well, he went and watched like the or read the report or something like that. Like the captain's log or something.
Well, he would have been on the ship anyway, so he certainly would have been aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
But I just remember that scene though; it's so good.
Yeah.
And he gets those little things in the ear. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
But the thing too that doesn't work with the new version is that they took, the old version, they took the whole TV series and then all the years that were not shown. Obviously, it's like they're saying there's a history that hasn't been told when they came back with the movies. They were saying, yeah, these characters have still been doing stuff. We just haven't showed you kind of approach. They had all that history that's there. But when JJ did it, it's like at the end of the first one, Kirk or Pine or whatever it is, goes up and smacks Pine. He goes up and smacks the Spock character on the back or shoulder and says, "Now we're getting to know each other." And then
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Then the next movie, Spock is, or like or Kirk is dying for everybody, dying for Spock, and then I'm sorry, I'm getting all mixed up. Spock's getting all hurt about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's chasing down Khan, like, no, like Khan. And he's like supposed to have the same emotion that William Shatner's, had in the original. You guys understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no. We understand the absolute debacle that is the new Spock, yes.
Yeah, it's just like, what are you doing? Why would he care? It's just like they just met each other, a movie ago.
Yeah, though the Kelvin timeline is an absolute hot mess. But they it really upset me too, because that character, that actor that they brought in to do Spock, when he was initially announced, because he was from Heroes, of course, I was like, yeah, that's a good choice, right?
Yeah, he was,
and it would have been, absolutely. But they made him not Spock, right?
Yeah,
because they had
Elseworld Spock or whatever.
Yeah, but they had no clue what Spock was and what he meant, because that dynamic between Kirk and Spock is very important. Leonard Nimoy is a very good actor, and he was able to pull off that character amazingly. But a lot of things that people like to make jokes, but a lot of people seem to forget that William Shatner is an amazing actor.
Oh yeah,
he's very skilled. They like to mock him with his slow deliveries and stuff, but no, that dude's the real deal, right?
Yeah, he's good.
And their dynamic was amazing, right?
Yeah, very much. I mean, they spent hours and hours crafting together and stories and how they worked. Yeah, they did a good job together.
Well, they even like Leonard Nimoy said that it was William Shatner that sold the idea of the neck pinch. Because
really?
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy said, how about if instead, because he was supposed to have a fight scene, he said, how about instead I was just because he's a Vulcan, if he had like some sort of ability, like he'd do a nerve thing or something, and he could just like maybe touch someone and it would have the effects of whatever. And they're like, what are you talking about? And he talked with Bill Shatner about it and said, this is what I'm trying to do. And he said, oh yeah, okay, I know what you're trying to do. And then he said, so Bill, come over here. And then he said, something like this, and he walked up and did it to him, and then William Shatner like convulsed or whatever and fell on the ground, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool, yeah, let's do that." And so Leonard Nimoy didn't have to go through a fight scene.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant, right?
Yeah, amazing
stuff. But no, those people that remade at least the first 2 remakes of Star Trek, they have no clue what Star Trek is. They were trying to make Star Wars. Same thing with Star Trek Discovery. They're trying to make Star Wars. They don't understand Star Trek. If you want to understand Star Trek, go watch Star Trek the motion picture. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's boring and slow.
Oh,
yeah,
I
but
love
it's
that
Star
movie.
Trek. It's
I love
perfect,
it.
beautiful Star Trek. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it is slower and maybe it's dated, but in some ways it's just
beautiful.
I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I went back. I got it. I purchased the movie. I don't purchase a lot of movies, like old ones and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or even new ones for that matter. But I went back and got it. I love it. It's so good. And if people would just put away, because there was a lot of that even back when it came out, people were making fun of it, saying like, "Oh, it takes them forever just to show the Enterprise and all this stuff." But it just has this this. I don't know. It just has this more of an epic feeling to it, and I think they did a great job.
The pacing is beautiful.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, but I mean, for my point that I'm trying to make is that is Star Trek exploration and of science and new things. That is what Star Trek is. Star Wars is Star Wars. It's about fights and the dynamic drama. That's Star Wars, and they're very different, and that's why they can exist in the same place at the same time, because they are so different. If you try to make Star Trek Star Wars, well then, so which one do we choose? These days, I guess we choose Star Trek over it because Star Wars has been handled so poorly. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, they're kind of handling Star Trek poorly too. But.
They are.
Yeah,
but the third one, to be fair, the third one was a little bit better as far as a Star Trek movie.
Which is that where they're on the white? Wait a minute, is that with the red people? There's something red in it, right? Or is that Star Wars?
That's Star Wars.
You're talking about the planet.
Wasn't there a planet at the beginning that was all red?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The fire scene.
Brought in the red planet stuff too, didn't they? Oh,
they did.
They're messing with each other. Oh, it's the same people.
It's true, actually. It is.
Mm-hmm.
J.J. Abrams.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard my fix. At least it's a fix for me for the whole Star Wars thing. No. It makes me like Star Wars better, and here's what it is. I'll lay it on you.
Please,
I've said it before, so I just don't know if you guys have heard it. You know how I can't remember. Oh, Ray. I can't remember her name. Ray goes to the Greenland or Iceland or whatever to get Luke. She gets there and she's all train me. He's like, no, this isn't going to end the way you think. All that nonsense. If it was to have turned out like the big reveal at the end, which I don't think I'm spoiling it for anybody because I think everybody and their grandma's seen it. But, the reveal at the end of what happened to Luke, if it just turned out that he was dead a long time ago, like Kylo Ren killed him back when he was a student, when Kylo Ren was a student, and he died in the fire, and that was just all like what are they, a force ghost?
Yeah.
If he was a ghost through the whole thing, and that's why he couldn't train Rey. And that's why, to me, that's a fix that makes me feel better about it. But it didn't work out that way.
No.
But doesn't that seem cooler? Like he was dead all along, and she's sitting there talking to a force ghost.
That would be cool.
It would be, yeah. But I mean, the what they did with that movie though is just bitter and hatefulness, is what it really is. It's very, very pessimistic view of things. But I your solve's not bad. My solution, I think, is simpler. J.J. Abrams should start out with Luke Skywalker waking up from a dream, and he says, "I must go." The whole second movie is nothing but a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be
Yes.
the easiest, quickest solution.
Just a vision. He's like, okay, I know how to change it.
Or Luke could wake up and William Shatner's standing over him,
Oh. Ooh, yeah.
slapping him.
Combine the two worlds.
Yeah, there you go.
He says, "We need your help."
True. Let me come over here to chat real quick and catch up a little. P.S. Milter says, nice. I've been out all day. Gym, Christmas shopping, lunch, grocery shopping. Where did my day go? Well, I'm glad you ended it with us. Tank Fair says, what kind of gym routine today? Cardio. Nice. Little conversation. I did different types of biking, jogging, stair. Oh, I hate the stair climbing. Ugh. And this rope thing for the first time at my Planet Fitness. Oh, Planet Fitness. I've never been to one of those. I've been to Planet Hollywood. I was actually involved in some of the opening ceremonies around the world with Planet Hollywood, actually. Playing my saxophone. Tank Fair says, I've gotten out of shape over the last 2 years. I'm up to a 38-inch waistline. Yeah, so am I, brother. Tank continues, says, but I'm not sure if people would be interested in such a thing. Yeah, well, we're all a little chunky, I think. I am certainly a fat bear in a hat, and I know that. P.S. Melter says, nice. I'm probably at my biggest again. I used to wear large years ago. Now I'm back to 2XL. Risely, I don't think I've ever not been 2XL, so okay. Good for you, P.S. Melter. Risely says, was that Batman Who Laughs good? I was going to get it, but changed my mind. The Metal series wasn't that bad, Risey. I mean, I thought it was a good series. I mean, they put out a lot of series, and they're not all good. But that one has some good stuff in it. It ended wrong though, which started the whole conversation about J.J. Abrams. P.S. Melter says, "I'm trying to watch my intake and such. I've dropped beer. I have vodka, but I cut down on my intake of it too. Why moving from beer to vodka, I would say, is not the solution. You know." They're continuing their talk about exercise and trying to get in shape and stuff like that. Soda, I see some mentions.
Get the message. I'll go back to the gym. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, they're talking amongst themselves, but
I know.
really Willie Reed, or the Willie Mammoth, which is much better name, is here, and he says, "Hello, friends." Well, hello to you, William.
What's up, Willie?
We are very nice to see you. Always happy to see William. You know William yet, Gary?
Yeah, he comes on my chat on my streams. But I don't know that I know him personally.
Well, he doesn't stream as much as he should. I keep telling him he should do more, and because he does this great little series, the art of, and he'll take like an art book and he'll go through it and look at it. And
yeah, that's right. I saw one of the streams. That's right.
Yeah, I mean that one he was doing was a rather risque artist, but it's good art nevertheless. I mean, there's several artists who I think are amazingly skilled, but I think they waste their time with pornographic imagery too much. But that's taste, I guess. But they continue.
The porn actually ruins people taking what people actually look like.
Yeah, but I'm not a big into it. I mean, it's to each his own, but I mean, like for me, the biggest example of that would be Hajime Soriyama. I mean, one of the most stunning artists. I mean, you look at his stuff, you think it's airbrushed, which for some reason is kind of like people use that as a derogatory statement. I don't know why. It still shows incredible skill, but he's not. All his stuff is done by art. I've seen him live stream. This dude is one of the greatest painters alive. I mean, plain and simple. He's just stunning skill. But he spends all his time doing sexy nude girls. That's all he does.
Yep.
And it's like, man, you're wasting your time. You should be doing something of value,
Yeah. Well, you know what, guys? I'm going to have to go.
Oh, yeah.
But I do appreciate you having me on the show. It was good to hang with you.
Thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man.
Hey, Gary. Nice to see you again.
Hang out with you.
What was that?
It was good to hang out with you, sir.
Yeah, it was good. I like your piece. It looks good.
Thanks, man. I'll finish it up here pretty soon and then give it back to the customer on Monday. So
Sweet. All right, Chester. We'll see you later. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. I don't get to see you as much as I like, man.
I know, because you're a busy man.
I am, dude. You know how early I got up to be on the show with you guys today?
No.
6 a.m.
Wow. Dedication.
Dedication.
That's true.
I got up from my evening nap.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyways, yeah, I gotta go though. It was good to talk to you guys. Everybody in the chat. It's good to have you there.
Yeah. Gary, thanks for stopping by again.
All right.
Keep in touch. See
All
you,
right.
buddy.
Thanks. Bye.
Later, man. All right. Well, actually, I got to do the same, dude, because I got a show. I got to go set up and get ready. Yeah, well, it's that time, right?
Oh, I know it is, dude. I know.
Because I think Gary's probably getting ready for his own show, too.
It's true.
It sounds like, John Dillard is streaming as well.
Yep. It's that time of the night.
It is.
It's all good. All right, man. You have a good show. I'm just going to hang out here drawing for a little bit. So.
Yeah, well, I think today we're supposed to be doing something different where we're going to be just doing, some maybe some of these Indiegogo reviews that have come in.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's a little bit different show today, I guess. So, but anyway, I will check you out later, and I will check everybody else out later. Yeah, it's always fun to come over here and chat with you, and of course, having Gary on is nice. I really don't get to see him as much as I'd like.
Well, that's my first time meeting him, and I was happy.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, Gary's a great guy, great artist. So anyway, thanks, Brad. I'll talk to you later, dude. Bye. Later, chat.
Just me and whoever's here. So what's everybody up to tonight? Later. You just watching me, bro. Hey, Willie, do you want to come on? You know what? I'm going to do something. Hold on. Anybody wants to come on? Links in the chat. Just no swearing. Well, not no swearing, but let's not be rude to anybody. There you go, John. There's a link.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, John. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Good, dude.
I got up early before work and I did a video, and then I just finished another video.
Nice, dude.
Great. I got up early before work.
You got audio on, or is that me?
That was me. I had to turn it off.
Gotcha. Cool. So what are you doing tonight?
Work.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Let me see if I can plug this in while I'm doing stuff. That way you can see all the stuff that I'm doing.
That sounds like a plan.
Maybe can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sometimes you just have to reload it. I've noticed.
That's why I wanted to wait until I got in here before I tried to screen share and do that kind of stuff.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
Is this thing finished? Oh, fantastic. I was waiting for that video to finish uploading. It takes a long time.
There we go. Willie, what do you mean you can't get in here? Get your butt in here.
And Willie, dude. Telling you. He acts like there's things in life more important than being on YouTube.
I know, right? Just hanging out with us. You know, whatever. It's all good, though. So, what time you start work tonight?
Oh, I got to take off at 5.
In 5 minutes?
Mm-mm.
Dang, dude.
5 o'clock Pacific.
Oh.
So about 45 minutes.
Oh, 45 minutes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 minutes, dude. It's like nothing. But
actually, today's Sunday, so there probably won't be any traffic on the way to work. So I could probably swing 5:15, maybe even 5:30. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sunday here, like traffic is completely dead.
All right. So am I screen sharing now?
Oh, yes, you are.
Okay. Now, is there something in particular you want me to draw?
No, dude. You can draw whatever you want, man. I'm just chilling and drawing. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
You know what? I will continue work on this Princess Mononoke that nobody wanted to see.
I like Princess Mononoke. This is one of the better animes I've ever owned. Definitely a good anime.
Let's see, I got to erase that ear, and I got to erase this finger that I drew of JP's finger on her necklace.
Nice, dude. Oh man. So are you gonna be doing fan edition this week?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, like, the fan edition and the pro edition are both on days and times where, like, even if I go in late to work, it's gonna be real late. You know?
Yeah. I know it
like
is.
I start at 6 and they don't start up until 7 o'clock, which means they don't finish till 9 o'clock, which means I'll be going in real late.
Yep.
So nuts to that.
Well, I just felt bad that you missed the pro one because of all that stuff and you took the time off.
Yeah, I felt bad about that too.
Yeah, you did, dude.
I was like, I really wanted to promote my Tales from Beyond the Gate on Ethan's channel.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be on Ethan's channel. It's such a large draw.
I know. And then I sent him a message like, hey, when I did the Gatekeepers Live on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, come on in. We're going to be talking about this stuff. And then he doesn't message me back for a while. And then when he does, it's like, what's up? I'm like, I just told you what's up. Read the message.
Yo, bro. Do me a solid, man. Read the message.
But that was cool. We got a lot of good information from that. What was his name? Jean-Luc Marcel.
Yeah, so I missed that one. What was that?
I'm proud of myself for remembering that name right now.
Yeah,
that was just. I just wanted to talk about the actual project and what was going on and where we were at, and I wanted to get Pixel in there because Pixel. I wanted to get a what do you call it? One of those coming soon to the what I think in IndieCron it's called
yeah.
Upcoming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Things out there, and then he had the information. There was some real squirrely information on there because it says it has to be a certain size. But then he added a weird number under there, like 85 to 95% JPEG. What the hell does that mean? So I wanted to get some clarification on all that and what would be the best stuff. But yeah, he had some good information for us.
All right, cool, man. Like, do you think I should be aware of? Because mine's starting too. I'm starting marketing in January. So.
Just no, nothing. I mean, honestly, unless you're, I don't know. Like, I don't know if you had a specific question. Maybe I could answer it.
No, I mean, like, artwork wise, like banners. I know we need to adjust them for Twitter and stuff, and I caught that part. But like anything campaign related, I should probably be aware of.
Nothing other than the fact that they're going to start vetting the stuff that's going in there.
Oh yeah, I already knew that. Yeah, Edwin's doing part of it. And,
what project do you have?
The Handyman.
Oh, you're doing that again so soon?
Yeah.
And it's coming out in January?
So we start marketing in January. We're going to start it in February for campaign.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been working on it this whole time. So I've just been slowly keep going little by little. But
so what is it that you're doing different this time?
Well, the book's going to be done this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It wasn't done before. At least it'll be like 70% done. I was barely started when I was doing it last time. 2, we redid the story a bit, so it's finished. Artwork looks much better. It's not rushed. Campaign will be set up different. People actually know who I am this time. Like, I ran it for 60 days when nobody knew me at all. So I ran out of time when I started catching fire and people started, donating or pledging to the book and stuff. So I learned a lot. We need to market. Got to market beforehand. That's for sure. Yeah. But I did not know that. I just thought, you put it out there, people get noticed, and then they get you on shows and stuff. And my naive, stupid self, Yeah. So I learned a lot that first one, that's for sure. Mainly what not to do.
Yeah.
But John and Akari sat down and talked to me one day after the show, and they were like, "Hey, dude, you should pull the campaign." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Who did?
John Malin and Akari Press.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was on with the show with them, and they were like, "Hey, dude, we want to talk to you." I said, "We think you should pull the campaign." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because 1, you're not really going to be funded, and 2, you need to make some changes so you can get funded outright." So they gave me some good advice. I took it and made some changes, and coming back.
Nice. Yeah, I like that book. I actually backed that book, I think, on Malin when you were on Malin's.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
And yeah, that's why I remember I got a refund for it too. I was like, oh, what happened?
I refunded everybody. People were surprised they actually gave a refund. I got a lot of comments about that. They're like, "Why'd you refund the money?" And I'm like, "Well, it's not my money. This book's not going to be done yet." So, and a lot of people are like, "Dude, well, that's pretty solid of you." So when you relaunch, I'm going to back first day. I'm like, "Oh, cool," but yeah. I never thought of it that way before. So where did I put the ink? Is that it? My stuff is a mess. Maybe I should just work digital.
Of course, it's a mess. You're an artist.
It's true. I cleaned it up just to make a mess.
This is a never-ending uphill battle. Just clean it up to make more mess.
That's very true, buddy. Oh. So how's Gatekeepers coming?
Oh, it's going good.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be on track with their stuff. I'm swamped with work. I've already told my work that if it's anything that we got any slow days, make sure to call me beforehand and call me off because I need every time I can get, because I'm doing like three stories for the book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, after Handyman, I got to do Nasser stuff.
Yeah, Nazar wanted me to work on some stuff. I was like, dude, I'm swamped.
Yeah.
And that's where I found you, was that little Nasser group that he put together.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes that group, there's so many messages. I'm like, oh my god, stop! You're blowing up.
Yeah, I turned it off. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I turned the notifications off. I'm like, okay. Just like way too many.
But it's cool because he has a big audience, so every now and then he gets a hangout in there that he throws a link to. You can pop in.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's beneficial.
It's always beneficial, yeah. Oh man! All right, let's prep the paint.
Oh, what do you use? Look at what you're using for paint when you paint on Bristol.
So I use gouache. So to do highlights and stuff, I use just white gouache.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that, right?
Yeah, I can see it. I know what gouache is.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And then I use some colored pencils, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
I do have a watercolor set coming pretty soon, though. It's warm, cool, and neutral gray watercolors.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's only one place that makes it, and it's in New York. So, I was like, all right, cool. Thanks, Reza.
What's Risey talking about?
Oh, saying the Batman looks good.
Oh. Risey, go watch my new video I just put up and share it out. Or don't even watch it. Just go over there and share it out.
Who cares about watching it? You know?
Say what?
Who cares about watching it? Just share it.
Yeah. Well, it's only like 3 minutes. I'm doing that. It's another one of those speed drawings.
Okay.
I did one earlier today of Wolverine. That was a nightmare though because I recorded it with this camera that's like 4K.
Oh, okay.
So the thing took up like 8 gigs in the queue when I was working on the video, and everything was super choppy when I was uploading it. I was like, oh man, it was taking forever to get it edited because every time you change something, the whole video has to reboot.
Yep.
So that was a nightmare.
Are you using Premiere?
No, I use Filmora.
Oh, okay. I know who they are.
Because I kept trying a bunch of different things, and everywhere I went, it was just Watermark City, so I just bought the Filmora thing.
Gotcha.
And it's actually really easy to use. Like I was able to get that video because it was a 2-hour video, and I edited it down, put music and all that stuff in like 25 minutes.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I'm getting more competent on my editing.
Yeah, I can do it. Because I did it before. I use Premiere, but I prefer the live streams. But
yeah, well, I do too. But I wanted to get some other content.
Yep, I know what you mean.
Whoop.
4K is a scam.
It is a scam.
Yeah, 1080p is where it's at.
And like the video's super quick. Like my hand is, you barely even see my hand. It's just flashing by real fast.
Oh yeah.
But
mine's the same way when I do it.
It came out good. It was a Wolverine I did, and I just finished just now and uploaded Colossus.
Oh, that's cool.
But I did the Colossus. The Wolverine I did traditional.
Oh, okay.
And the Colossus I did on Clip Studio. But the thing is, doing it traditional, it's terrible because when I'm rewatching the video, I'm almost gonna give myself like a seizure because it's all the times I'm flipping the picture back and forth.
Yeah.
To do the inking, I got to do something. I got to either film it and try not to move it as much, or.
So that's one way of doing it. What I like to do for mine was, I would, instead of making a 3-minute video, I made like a 9 or 10-minute video.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can see the hand, you can see the movement, people understand why you're moving it. And it doesn't give you a seizure so much.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm getting vertigo. And then when I filmed it with my stupid Logitech camera, it has like a little icon in the bottom right that says Logi. I'm like, what the hell?
Do you have the software? Did you turn it off?
I probably could, but I didn't know it was going to do that. It was the first time I did one of these speed drawings with an actual camera. Because normally they have a function on this Clip Studio where you can record like a video game. So it just records everything on the screen, and that's what I use, and it normally doesn't come up with that.
There we go. Paint bread loaded on the brush.
Get with it, Brad.
I know. Working on it.
I was gonna say, like, I should just record myself drawing this Mononoke, but I'm not gonna be able to finish it by the time I gotta leave. And I hate because the thing is, my computer doesn't store the videos that I record next to each other, so I gotta go searching for it. I don't know why.
I think it's maybe how you have it set up.
I didn't touch anything. It's brand new.
It's probably that's why B. I mean, you need to go in and touch it and play with it.
I heard that makes you go blind.
Yeah. But that's why you have a wife to help you out.
Yeah, she's good at that stuff.
I'm sure that's what she wants to be known for. I can hear her coming down the steps now. You know, like, he just said what I thought he said.
Oh, my house don't got no stairs. I don't know how people live in houses with stairs. I hate them.
I don't like them either. Hey, Cross, how's it going, buddy?
Didn't Crush just start recording right now? We're going live?
I don't know. He just jumped in the stream.
I got a little message saying he went live right now. And then Ethan went live with some rant.
Back. I'll watch John draw.
What happened? Let's see.
PS Melter. I'll be back. I just want to watch John draw. PS doesn't like me. That's fine.
Rizely says, though speed drawing is what gave me the idea to speed up my painting vids. Oh, right. He's doing those model painting vids. I saw him doing a Canadian shield. Painting a Canadian shield.
Oh, there we go. I have to go to the art store tomorrow and get some more white gouache.
So when you have the gouache in a tube like that, it stays pretty
It does
pliable.
for a long time. I've had this for. It takes me a few months to go through it, depending on how often I use it.
But you never have to reactivate it.
It just takes water, so it's not bad.
No, what I mean, like in the tube, does it stay pretty?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a metal tube, so. But like,
it's a fancy art supply.
Sure. But to keep it activated for longer, I just throw it on some tissue paper when it's wet, and so it'll grow a skin over the top a little bit, but stays moist underneath. So.
So Rick and Risey Lee are saying hi to each other, and then Rick says, "No, I shared the Risey Lee video on the Canadian show." Well, go share my video, Rick.
Rick's a traitor. We all know.
Rick's just he only wants to share stuff that involves him.
Like pretty women.
Mm-hmm. Or wondrous nerds.
Mm-hmm. We know his routine now.
What's the date today? Is it the 16th, 17th, 18th?
16th, 17th is tomorrow. Yeah, so this week on Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition, we got a guest artist coming in.
Aw, man, is it somebody cool?
I think so. Jeff Lafferty.
Oh, I don't think I know Jeff Lafferty.
He's a cool dude. He does Berserker Knots. He used to draw comics back in the day for Marvel and Malibu and stuff. And CrossGen. No, Malibu. It was Malibu. But he did like Doom 2099 and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
God, I'm got traumatized. Now every time I see a character with exposed shoulders, a young lady, I think of Ray. For God's sakes.
Ray.
Ray pisses me off too. She reminds me. She reminds me of like because she's always sweaty. She reminds me of like one of those younger teen kids that's always sweaty. And when they have like those really moist hands and they touch you, you're like, oh, get away from me.
Take your adolescence and go somewhere else.
Yes, please.
Getcha.
They're cookie fingers. Because you know they're all greasy because they're going through puberty. It's like, God damn it, get away from me.
Like Constant Rick.
Mm-hmm. Like constant Brandon, greasy, shiny Brandon.
Poor Brandon.
Oh man. P.S. Melter says he shared my Colossus vid, but he told a lie in the comments. I gotta go see what he did. He also says that what? Ray has lady shoulders. Oh, look, Ignition is here. Getting tuned in. Mr. Todd Mulrooney.
Yeah, I know who it is.
You should pop up in here, Todd, if you're not going to be hanging out with Chester.
Mhm.
Which Colossus outfit do you like the most?
Mine or the ones I like?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to say I like the one where it's ABX. That was just cool looking because he had the Phoenix on his chest. Hey, Eagle 43, how you doing, buddy? I also like what's it called? Age of Apocalypse.
Okay. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. But for the normal X-Men outfit, I like the one from Jim Lee's run.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, Todd?
How are you?
Doing all right, brother.
This looks great. This is awesome.
Thanks, man. Just finishing this up before I get off the stream tonight.
So what you gonna be doing, Todd? You're gonna be on Fanspeak?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why are we on Gary's channel but Gary's not here?
He was here.
It's fake news, is what it is.
No, he took off early.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Some family stuff or something he had to do. But Gary,
no, isn't Sunday the day you do your look at previews?
I do that the first and second weeks of Sunday.
Oh, okay.
The other ones I'm just doing drawing streams. But yeah, normally that's what I would be doing. But I don't have to worry about it till January 6th. And we're going to have previews back with us on that day. Also, Alterno is going to be on too.
You had somebody from previews on with you, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Well, they saw what's going on. They see what's happening in the market, and they're trying to figure out what they can do to help out. So, and we had some interesting conversations with them before the stream and after the stream. So, yeah. Some of it, not supposed to air, but yeah, he's a good dude. Can't be on every stream, which I understand, but maybe every other month or something like that, he'll be joining us. Except for January, he'll be on in January. So,
hey Todd, I got a question.
John,
every now and then. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tell me. Or you have a question about clip?
Yeah. Every now and then when I'm drawing, all of a sudden because I'm drawing using my laptop, and my laptop is one of those screens you can touch.
Yeah.
So I use that to twist my drawing and manipulate it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome.
But every now and then it'll kind of like lock down and it won't function anymore. And then I gotta kind of close it out. But I think it's happening in clip, because when I close down clip and open it back up, I can then maneuver it again.
There's maybe too many input commands at once and it's getting locked out.
Yeah, I would agree.
That?
Well, you're just gonna have to take a little pause. You know what I mean? Before you do it, like, I mean, obviously, you know what they do have? They have a remote that you can do this with. That has like a little joystick, so you can hold it in your other hand, and it has like quick keys on it.
What's going on, Bethany? How you doing?
But yeah, you have a touchscreen and I don't, so I don't know how to help you there as far as like what you're experiencing. But it sounds like he's right. You're kind of, you're baffling it a little bit. Like, oh, which one of these things you want me to do? Because it may have trouble distinguishing between you touching your screen with your pen, and if you're doing it at the exact same time on your laptop, like trying to turn it, you might be sort of, like I say, like he said, you're kind of confusing it with too many input commands. It senses two different things at the same time.
Yeah. And sometimes it'll only the memory too. Well, if you don't have enough memory to remember all the commands or strokes, you fill it up the temporary memory. So
You go in your preferences. Oh, let me see. Hold on.
Well, I'm just asking. I don't need a solution right now. I'm just asking.
No, this might help you boggle less. All right. Go into File, and then Preferences or Control K. Right. Then it brings up a little box, and on the side there, it's Interface. Right. Hit Interface.
Okay.
Where's the save? Automatically switch theme color, adjust interface. Oh, that's not it. What is it? Performance. I'm looking for something that says save every so often. It'll save strokes and then start over. But your strokes will be saved, but it won't stay as a complete dialogue. Let's see.
There's nothing in here about saving strokes in interface.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't think it's in there. Performance. Allocate application. No, that's not it. Tool, tablet.
Is it cursor? No.
Set tablet operation application. No. Interface performance. Is it in performance? Cursor. Microphone. Light table. Maybe file. Saving interval. Saving interval for restoration info.
Yeah, it says 15 minutes.
is it about how long it lasts for you?
I have mine set to 30, but if you're already set to 15, what if you have multiple windows open? Like I always have multiple pages of this book I'm coloring open so that I can sort of use the other ones to touch and grab the colors I want.
That could be a
That'll
problem.
change that. That can be a problem, yeah. It creates a little bit of a problem. I notice when I switch from one page to the other, if I actually do an action,
that can work for me because I only have at the most usually 2 or 3 open. I can just remember to close those down. I don't have multiple pages or multiple windows up while I'm working usually.
That might have something to do with it because I notice, like, it's trying to basically what it tries to do is keep track of every one of them, and it really can't. You know, it really can only keep track of the interval for one.
Right.
So when you go and
okay, well, hold on one second. I'm getting a phone call.
Sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about, Todd. How are you doing, by the way?
Doing really good.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
I really like that format that TKO is doing. Not all their books are obviously Steve Epton quality.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of eclectic artists. Gabriel Walta, his book isn't out yet, I don't think, but I looked at a few of them and I'm like, yeah, this doesn't really do anything for me, you know.
Yeah.
But man, I'm an Epton fan, big time.
That's cool.
And the idea of like getting to read the first book and then making a choice: do you want to read all 6 right now? Do you want to get them shipped to you? Do you want to trade? That's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. There's definitely going to be a revolution in distribution for books right now. That's
right. Their other thing is, if you want to have our books in your store, contact us. Looks like they must have a maybe a model for what do you want to call it? You know, obviously, what do they call it when it's different?
Yeah, it's kind of like what our Alternative's doing. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm gonna check with them and then talk with my owner of the company, and we'll see if we can make some decisions about that. So, because I like the way Alternative's
How
doing
did
it. Go ahead.
how did Velvet sell in your stores?
Which one?
Velvet, you remember Velvet?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Female lead, written by Ed Brubaker and Steve Epton and Elizabeth Brett Weyerser did the colors.
Oh, how long ago did it come out?
I think it's been on hiatus for about 6 to 8 months.
Huh. Well, then I don't know because I never saw it sold in my shop.
Oh, that's weird.
We have to be very careful how we order at the shop because I'm a small store, so it really depends on what customers are asking for. Like we'll order whatever they want, but we have to be very selective what gets ordered for the shelf. So this is the only way that we can keep the store open. So risking it for books that we don't know is a gamble. So I have to make really good educated guesses, and unfortunately, that may have slipped through the cracks. Unfortunately, that does happen. All right. I'm just about done with this.
Yeah, Bethany's asking you, Todd, if is that why your stuff isn't getting saved in Clip Studio? I guess she's having problems with stuff saving in Clip Studio.
Really?
This is why I draw my
Oh.
head.
I don't have any problem saving. I don't know. You know? I don't know what she means. She can contact me directly if she wants to give me a better idea. She's getting that.
All right, I think this is good enough as it is without any further line weight.
Yeah, looks good, dude.
I'm calling that done. So I'm working, Todd, on my coloring. This is the Colossus that I just finished.
Let me see. Not bad.
And this took me, let's see. Now, where is it? Oh, damn it. Oh, it took me about 45 minutes. I'm trying to do as fast as I can with the layers and layers and layers. I'm getting a little faster with the lasso tool. I don't have to use the polygon tool as often anymore.
Let me show you a neat little trick.
I would love to see a neat little trick.
Hold on, let me show you. Let me share. That's the thing. There's... All right. In rulers, down below ellipse,
Hmm.
something called the lasso fill. And you can get pretty fast with the lasso, and just make you can. What the hell?
Do you break it up to anybody else?
Yeah, he's breaking up to me.
Okay, just making sure.
Can you see what I'm doing though? I'm just using this lasso
I
fill.
I absolutely can see what you're doing. That's fantastic. That's gonna save me time.
Because sometimes these strokes are easy to do if you do them sort of fast. Like that's all the green right there. This is just a flatting thing, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Can you guys hear my daughter singing in the bathroom?
A little bit, not very clearly.
And so even if you bled out over the black a little bit, that's not even going to be that color. So her skin color is a different color. I gotta back it a little bit, pick it up. And go back to that tool. I feel a little more confident with this tool, you know what I mean, than that slow trace of everything. It's just
Hmm.
picking up pieces I know I can see or define. So, and that's what it's kind of about. And you can actually do it from a little bit of a distance. Oh my God, she's singing up a storm. Her ears over here somewhere. This guy's artwork drives me a little crazy.
So do you do a flat layer?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it does make it a little easier, a little faster.
I'm impressed with myself. I'm a sexy Colossus. There you go.
Yeah, he's like, look at my body. My body is clearly superior to your body.
It clearly is. Yeah. Let me see your Colossus again.
Well, I have it up there.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. You can put the lines in.
I'm sorry?
The lines around his arms and the bands.
The lines around his arms?
Yeah, so if you look at his drawings, he's bands. You know, he's like.
Oh, this isn't the finished one then. Damn it.
Oh.
What is this? I put those on. I put them on last, though. Let me see if I can find it.
Alright, I gotta go to this other show. How long you guys been on for?
It'll be 2 hours here, like a couple minutes.
So that makes it a little easier, a little quicker, you know, instead of going that whole outline, holding on the shift.
We've been on for about 2 hours, dude.
Yeah.
It's usually about how long I do a stream for. I don't want to go too much longer.
Okay, let me just pull this up real quick.
Yeah, I want to see this. Because there's a cool trick you can do with Colossus with the armbands. So.
Oh, yeah, I didn't share it with the... There it is right there. Can you see it?
Yeah, you did it, yeah.
I just did a black line and a white line over it.
Yeah, so what you can do is the black line, and then just do the white line only in the dark spots.
Yeah, as soon as it finishes up, it starts to fade out.
Yeah.
I don't think I've saved it.
So what you can do is take your final image at the end of the video You fade it into the final image and let that sit there for like 6 or 7 seconds. And then you fade out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah.
Ah.
So just take your JPEG at the end and you do it that way.
John, before I go, I wanted to tell you that I got an artist for the James Hudnall story.
Okay.
And he had a book on Anycron that probably won't make it. But his artwork looked really good. You know,
What
Only thing
is?
was,
What was his book?
what the heck is it? Apollo something. It had a subtitle, but I think the first word was Apollo. It's down the bottom, underneath a picture of some guy and a girl, like a real picture.
Apollo Chariot of the Gods?
Yes, that's it.
Hmm. Well, guys, if you're still here, why don't we wrap it up? All of us together. So,
Sure.
Todd, why don't you tell everybody where you can find you?
You can find me on my channel, Ignition Get Tuned In, and at Maroney Todd on Twitter. And you can find me under my name, Maroney, or Todd Maroney, on Facebook and Instagram. Pretty simple.
Cool. John?
Thanks for letting me come and hang out with you guys.
Oh, dude, you're always welcome, dude. Yeah.
Thank
What
you.
about you, John?
Well, my name is John Dillard, and I have a channel called John Dillard Gaming the System. You can find me there weekdays, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Pacific. I'd love to see you all there. Thank you very much.
Cool. And I'm Pencil for Life, aka Brad Ashworth. Thanks for hanging out and drawing with us today, guys. And like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Appreciate it. See ya.